Collective, this is Debs, and these are your channel guidance messages for the month of September 2025. Thank you so much for being here. It is much appreciated. Archangel Michael, please settle my energies. Please protect me during this channeling session. And I'm calling on the angels, the archangels, and the ascended masters, and my spirit guides. May we have messages, please, for the collective for the month of September. Thank you. I'm hearing the name Adam. Adam, you are being called to read chapter 4, verse 11. Chapter 4, verse 11. It sounds like a Bible reference. It could be. You will know. I'm hearing read that particular passage. I'm seeing a dove of peace. It could be to do, Adam, with you moving to a place of peace or embracing the light. Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing the name Trina. Trina, don't be afraid to jump in and try this. You're very nervous. You may feel that you're not very good at this. You may feel as if this will push you completely out of your comfort zone. Archangel Michael's telling me to say to you that is the whole point. You need to be pushed out of your comfort zone to embrace this because it could be the making of you. That message goes out to Trina. Thank you, Michael. Shona, you have two options. It could be in love. You need to make your choice relatively soon because both of these options that you're thinking about have options themselves. So unless you make a choice relatively soon, you could end up with no options left at all. Because both these two options that you're thinking about have options themselves. So make a choice, make it relatively speedily, and stick to your decision. Yes, Michael's saying yes. Okay, thank you. Miriam, you're really afraid that if you don't open the door in front of you, there's not going to be any other doors opening after that time. I think, Miriam, you're sat in fear for whatever reason. You need to gather together the courage and just step forward through the door. I'm not quite sure what this alludes to. You will know. Don't be afraid. I'm hearing because you're surrounded by angels. Don't be afraid. You're surrounded by angels. Whatever you're worried about, I think it could be a figment of your imagination, to be honest. It could be fear of the unknown. It could be fear that something drastic is going to happen. But fear is an illusion. Fear is a self-created emotion based on negative past experiences. Okay? Yes. Archangel Michael saying, Deborah, that is correct. So that message goes out to Miriam. Step through the door. Okay? Thank you, Michael. Jodie, you may be looking at the past, fearing that you've made too many mistakes, wandered down too many paths that have led you into trouble. Jodie, I'm getting a sort of black and white energy. I'm feeling as if you've gone from, dare I say it, maybe taking a lot of risks, and Michael wants me to leave it at that, taking a lot of risks, to holding yourself up and not wanting to socialize, feeling very nervous. I don't feel as if I have the courage to do anything now. No, Archangel Michael's saying just look at the past, learn the lessons, understand I'm hearing the good and bad within yourself, temper any negative energy, but don't be afraid to carry on living your life. You have a very bright future. If, Archangel Michael is telling me, if you continue to sit in a humble, calm energy and you don't take any further risks going forward, you will be supported. You will be supported. Okay, Jodie? Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Leonard, I'm seeing a man cutting his lawn. Leonard, You're very, very interested in a lady that you've met online, but your instinct is correct. She's not actually single. She didn't really feel she was able to tell you that. But Leonard, this isn't someone who is just wanting a casual connection. She's very interested in you. She's trapped in a very difficult situation. Her husband may be handicapped. I'm also hearing trauma. He may suffer from depression, and he could have been in a very difficult state of mind for many, many years. Leonard, you've met this woman and she wants to be with you, but she wants to know whether or not you'd compromise, because even though she loves her husband, she's almost fallen into the energy of being his caretaker and his companion, and she's not had a marriage, in inverted commas, for many, many years. They haven't been intimate for many, many years. And she's very sad. She's very down. She thinks about you a great deal. She wants to tell you the truth, but she's worried that if she does, she's going to lose you. It may be, Leonard, that you gently ask her to open up to you. You know, is there anything you feel that you'd really want to tell me? Don't worry if you've been nervous. I'd understand. Because she's in a very difficult situation. She can't leave her handicapped husband. She would never leave him because she'd feel as if she'd be betraying him. He's done nothing wrong to her, but she's in a very, very unhappy situation, and she's really looking for some companionship. I don't think, Leonard, she's looking to move into an affair situation, but she's not also in a situation where she could offer marriage or be open to marrying you in the future, because she'd need to make sure she carried on looking after her handicapped husband. Okay, so Leonard, have a think about it. It may be you two simply develop a very strong friendship bond and take it from there. Okay? Okay, all right. Archangel Michael's telling me that in 5 years' time, her situation's going to totally change. All right, I'm seeing a staircase of light and 2 angels flanking someone walking up the stairs. Okay. It may be a bit sensitive, what I'm about to say, but Leonard, in the nicest sense, it may well be that what you're going to realize is this handicapped gentleman may not be in this world for that much longer. It may well be 5 years. He's got 5 years. I'm getting a sense that you're all in the winter of your lives. So you could be anything from, I would say, 65 to 80. I feel as if this lady acknowledges that, but it's something that internally she feels very guilty about. Okay? Michael, okay. Michael's telling me to leave it there. Okay, that goes out to Leonard. Thank you, Michael. Irina, you really want to move into this line of work, but you feel as if you're not going to be successful. Archangel Michael's telling me to say to you, you need to do some further reading. You may need to do a course of study. He's saying this is possible. You may also be very successful at this, but you need to be open to putting in the hard work, okay? You're not going to be able to just jump into this, give it a shot, and oh dear, it's not going to work out. If you put in the work, the effort, the training, if you read up on this, if you do what you need to do, I'm hearing to learn the basics, then you could be very successful at this, but you need to put in the work. So if you do decide this is what you want to do, rather than jumping into it blindfolded and then thinking, oh no, it hasn't worked, do what you need to do to have the best shot at creating a brand new career. And it could work out for you. Could work out for you, okay? Yes, thank you, Michael. Mohammed, you are an incredible photographer. You're very nervous, you're very shy because it's not something that you thought you'd ever be wanting to seriously consider as a career, but you are a phenomenal photographer. I'm seeing a lot of black and white pictures, but shot in such a way that you catch emotion, you catch moments in time, you catch split seconds of, I'm hearing bliss. You're definitely working in the light. I'm feeling very emotional. You may be completely immersed in your work and you're considering creating a dark room to carry on this work in your basement, but you're worried. You're worried your wife won't approve. You're worried that your wife may think it's a little odd. Bless her. Okay, she's, Mohammed, in the nicest sense, she may be slightly concerned about what other people are going to think and say. But Archangel Michael's saying to me to tell you that once you sit down and speak to her about your love of photography, what you're hoping to achieve, the fact that it lights you up, the fact that it's your, I'm hearing it's your happy time, right? Taking these photographs. I'm getting a nature energy. You may be taking photographs out in nature. I'm seeing a cobweb, but you're taking a photograph so close to the cobweb that you're just seeing a mass of shimmering fronds with dew on them, and you're catching it by moonlight. It's beautiful, beautiful. You need to explain to your wife that this is really what you want to do. And I'm hearing in 2 years' time, she's going to be incredibly proud of you. You could have your work shown in a magazine. You could be picked up by an editorial as a regular contributor. You could be showing in a gallery. Yes. So Mohammed, go for it, but speak to your wife. She needs to know how important this is to you. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Freda. Freda, you are destined to meet a lovely man called Joseph. I'm seeing a man with a beard, but he's what you call a silver fox. Very, very nice man. He's been through a great deal. He may have a slight limp. It could be he's got a problem with his left knee, but he's very charming. You're extremely interested in him, but you don't know whether or not he's single, available. He is, but his wife only passed, Michael's saying, 2.5 years ago. So he's feeling a little bit nervous about meeting new people, but the attraction is there. And I don't know why I'm seeing poppies. I don't know whether or not this man was linked to a family who served in the forces, Poppy being, I'm hearing Remembrance Day. There's something here linked to that. So Freda, give it some time and he will approach you. He will approach you. Don't be tempted to be, in the nicest sense, too forward. Let him approach you. He will do, may not be for a few months, because there's a sense deep down of feeling guilty relating to the memory of his wife. They were very, very close. They met when they were teenagers. I'm hearing 18 and 20. They married very young. They had 4 children, one of which passed away. There's a lot going on memory-wise with this man, Joseph, but you two are actually destined to build a beautiful life and you will be together for the rest of your lives. So give him time to approach you. Yes. And that goes out to Freda. Yes. I'm seeing a lovely lady with a big smile. Thank you, Michael. Noni, I'm hearing 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm seeing somebody do this with their hands. I don't know. I don't know. You may be trying to make a decision. You may feel it's very difficult. I don't know why. I'm hearing chickens clucking and I'm seeing cardboard boxes full of eggs. Maybe it's to do with 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But you may be in the food industry. You may actually rear chickens. Okay, Noni, you may be wanting to build an online business based on organic food. I'm hearing in particular poultry. All right, you're trying to find a suitable name for your business. You're worried it's going to be too long a name, which is obviously six of one, half a dozen of the other. I can't remember the exact phrase, something like that. I don't think so. Give it a shot. You're wanting to create an emblem of a chicken and scales. Yes. Would it look silly animated? Possibly not. It depends on the clientele you're wanting to attract. An animated image would be more modern. If you did a very traditional line drawing of a chicken, you know, and put a circle around it with your initials or something like that, you're looking at a more traditional market, I would have thought. It's up to you, Noni, but the whole point is that Archangel Michael's saying the reason this message has come through is that he's showing me somebody hopping up and down on one foot. You need to make a decision and actually do it. Okay? Yes. Register the company name. Look at copyright, tax implications. Look at whether or not you'd have the space to manufacture enough of your product, whether it's eggs or poultry meat or whatever this is, and then just go for it. You've been thinking about this for so long. You may have, I'm seeing almost like an outhouse of a farm. I'm seeing a lean-to. You've got lots of notes you've written down, sketches, and you've really been thinking, oh, okay, you got 122 chickens? Okay. I think you probably produce enough if you're looking at selling products in a small farmer's market, maybe to begin with. Okay. Yeah. I'm also hearing it may be best to lean on more of the traditional emblem rather than an animated, you know, Disney-esque type picture of a chicken. It may be a classic emblem might give you a more professional feel, is what I'm getting here. Okay, lovely. So that goes out to Noni. Noni, best of luck with your chicken business. Okay. Felicity. I'm seeing a lady looking at an array of really stunning fans. I'm hearing Venice 1800s. Okay. You may have inherited quite a few really beautiful antique fans. I'm seeing old lace. I'm seeing hand-painted images. Stunning. You need to get these valued. They're far more valuable than you think. I'm hearing over 10,000. Okay. You were thinking of taking them to a local charity shop because you don't think they're worth much. They're pretty, but they've been sitting in the attic gathering dust. No, don't do that. You may bitterly regret it. Get them valued. Take them into a city and into a well-known antique centre. Get them valued by somebody who really knows that period and that particular type of item. You're going to be shocked, and you're going to go home and package them all very carefully in tissue. You're going to place them in a locked box, and you're going to think about whether or not you want to pass them on to your daughter. You have a daughter, 2 daughters out of 1. One daughter wouldn't be interested. The other daughter definitely would. She may be artistic. She may be into fashion. Or whether or not you're going to decide to sell them at auction and use the money for something else. Because you think they're pretty, but it's not something that you yourself would want to keep going forward. Yeah, but get them valued, definitely, definitely. Oh, I'm actually hearing Sotheby's. Sotheby's, okay? Yes. All right. Thank you, Michael. Unusual message. Pom Pom. Pom Pom? Okay. I'm seeing a Scottish terrier. A little Scottish terrier on his own. All right, whoever owns a Scottish terrier called Pom Pom. Pom Pom was named Pom Pom because the owner used to play with him when he was a puppy. I was going to say kitten, sorry. A puppy with a ping pong ball. And he was named Pom Pom. But Pom Pom is very sad and very depressed because his owner doesn't play with him anymore. He's actually depressed. So whoever owns a Scottish terrier called Pom Pom, please play with him and play with him on a regular basis. Bounce around a ping pong ball. You're going to see a total change in your dog. He misses it. He feels sad. He had so much joy doing that, but you stopped, whoever the owner is. So play with him again. And this little Scottish terrier is called Pom Pom. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Okay. I'm seeing somebody go into a games store and they're buying 3 Pom Pom balls in a pack. And they're going home and they're bouncing it on a kitchen tiled floor. And this little dog is flying around, barking. He's incredibly happy. All right, so you will do this and you will see a big change in your dog. You may have wondered what the problem was. You've given him cuddles. You've given him food. It's as if, what else do you want? You've taken him on walks. He misses his ping pong ball. Yeah, that's why you called him Pom Pom, right? Okay. Thank you, Michael. Julia, he thinks of you too. He thinks of you too. And he will be communicating with you. It may seem strange the way he does it. Why do I feel this is someone who has passed? You may see lights flickering on and off. There may be a feeling that you can sense this person around you. He is around you, yes. But I'm hearing it was his time to go. It was his time to go, and he wants you to understand that and not feel sad and not grieve too long. He appreciates that you miss him, but he's in a very happy place, is what I'm hearing from Archangel Michael. I don't know why, I'm seeing a beautiful expanse of garden. Wow. With an array of trees that... How do I describe this, Michael? He's smiling at me. He's saying it's like heaven. It is heaven. It's heaven. Okay, it's heaven. Yes, of course. Because I'm seeing these trees change colour. It's like a shimmering rainbow of colours. These trees are rustling in the wind, and the colours are... I can't describe some of the colours I'm seeing. Almost you couldn't have seen these types of colours, shades, textures anywhere else but in heaven. He may have loved his garden, Julia. He may have adored his garden. He is somewhere incredibly happy. I'm seeing a man sitting on a bench with a dog at his feet. And he's smiling and he's just looking at these trees that are rippling in the wind, lots of different colours. So beautiful. He's at peace, Julia, okay? He's at peace and he's very happy. He wants you to carry on and live your life and not feel sad. Make the most of every day, is what I'm hearing. Make the most of every day and smile, Julia. Even through your tears is what I'm hearing. Smile, okay? Gosh, and that made me feel emotional. Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing a rather unusual name. I'm hearing the name Emmanuel. You may be known as Manny. I'm seeing a rather, do forgive me. I'm seeing a rather dishevelled guy, relatively young. I'd want to say below 35. Wearing sort of half combats and a baseball cap and a t-shirt. Wow, I'm seeing an amazing footage of a lion galloping across a desert. Okay, Emmanuel, you're saying to yourself, I have to get him out. I have to. Okay, I'm feeling very emotional. Emmanuel, you have been trying for a year and a half to get a lion released into the wild, but you've got a lot of problems with officials. You may need to get Greenpeace involved. It's also worth trying to get up a petition of names of people who want this particular animal released. He will be released. Okay, all right. Archangel Michael's saying, give it 6 months, get a petition organised, contact Greenpeace, and actually the whole thing's going to go really, really smoothly. All the obstacles are going to be removed. Archangel Michael's showing me somebody removing yellow bollards and red bollards, yellow and red bollards from a road entrance, and I'm seeing a Jeep. I'm seeing a Jeep driving through. You're going to be able to release him. You're going to be able to release him. Okay. You're also going to be recording the process of how you release this animal. And you may well have your story printed in a magazine. It could be a wildlife magazine, something to do with animals. It could be RSPCA magazine, something like that. And a lot of other people are going to follow suit. So you may create a wonderful chain reaction, a domino effect of people doing what you have decided you need to do to release wild animals back into the wild. Yes, it's going to be a wonderful domino effect. People are also going to send you letters of what they've achieved following your story. So definitely take photographs, definitely write your story, even if it's a column, and send it into a magazine. It will be published, and there's going to be a lot of wonderful feedback following that. Yes. And you will release him. You will be able to release him. Yes. Yes. I'm hearing he's very young. He's a young lion. So he will live the rest of his life in the wild, happy and free, thanks to you. Okay. And that goes out to Emmanuel. Simon, you are in love. That's it. Met the one. Didn't think I ever would. I'm getting a very straight energy from you. Dare I say that? You may have felt, Simon, you'd be a bachelor for the rest of your life. Very career orientated. You love time on your own, very independent. Traveled the world is what I'm hearing. But you have met the one. I'm hearing because she's exactly the same as you. She's a mirror of you in female form. You've met your other half. Okay. I'm seeing a man cracking open a can of beer from the fridge, and he's got his hands on the kitchen counter, and he's saying to himself, but what do I do? Do I just ask her out? Yes, Simon, just ask her out. It's very simple. Just ask her out. She's going to be delighted. She's going to be delighted. She also wants to do something fun on the first date. Maybe she has a funny feeling that you're going to ask her out. She's hoping you're going to do something fun on your first date. Yeah. Don't take her to a staid restaurant. It's not her. It's not you. Do something fun, right? Do something fun. Go out for an early autumn picnic. Go and see a comedy. Do something fun. Yeah, she's got a great sense of humour because, Simon, she's exactly like you. You may have a very dry wit, is what I'm hearing. But yes, ask her out, Simon. Lovely energy. Okay. All right, Archangel Michael saying those are the messages for September. Collective, thank you so much for being here. It is much appreciated. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye now.